What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video. And unless you've been living under a rock, the future of VR seems to be upon us. The APPLE Vision Pro is the new headset that was just announced at the WWDC 2023 event. If you don't know what that is Apple's event that they hold for investors and consumers. And as you can see, a bunch of creators have already got their hands on it. Have already got to try it. I just watched MKBHD's video. You got the Meta Quest 3 coming as well. I'm doing a video on that next. But this one is about the Vision Pro. Now that price tag is ridiculous. I don't know who's the market for that, but you Apple fanatics, I'm sure you guys will find a way to cough up that $3,500 to pay for this thing. This thing is super expensive. The most expensive one I saw. I thought $1,000 was expensive. I thought when the MetaQuest Pro came out at $1,500, I thought that was expensive. But this is like beyond double that at $3,400. Like if I'm spending $3,499 on something, it can't be one item unless it's a car. I'm sorry. Like last time I spent that much money in one purchase, it was to get my setup that you see now. I bought the computer, I bought the laptop, I bought a monitor, I bought a keyboard and mouse, and there's some other things, microphone, like that all added up to what this one item is. It looks interesting though, I'm not gonna lie. So if you haven't seen it, we're gonna click on this video and we're gonna take a little quick look at it, just in case you haven't seen it or you just want a quick little explanation about what it's about. So let's check this out real quick.
Apple Vision Pro is the most advanced personal electronics device ever. In fact, there is so much invention in Vision Pro that we filed over 5,000 patents during its development. It's hard to believe all the capabilities Vision Pro delivers are possible in a standalone spatial computer portable enough to use anywhere. It lets you replace a desk full of monitors with infinite screen real estate, so you can be more productive than ever. It delivers stunning entertainment and personalized spatial audio.
Yep.
It provides powerful new ways to collaborate and stay connected. And for capturing and reliving memories, Vision Pro is simply in a class of its own. If you purchased a new state-of-the-art TV, surround sound system, powerful computer with multiple high-definition displays, high-end camera, and more,
I see where they're going.
you still would not have come close to what Vision Pro delivers.
I see where they're going.
Apple Vision Pro starts
aggressive.
at $34.99.
And that's
it will
why
be available early next year on Apple.com and at Apple retail stores in the U.S., with more countries coming later next year.
If you're spending 10 grand a month or more in YouTube ads, you have
that's
to
why
know this is the way that it has.
And that's why that's why they gonna stand on that price, because they feel like this one device is going to replace pretty much everything in your repertoire. Now, for existing customers, it can do that too, because you don't have to pull your Mac out and then pull your iPad out. You could just put all of those screens up there in this augmented, in this virtual reality, and you can conference with people. So it works. This thing is gonna work as far as in home, because nobody's gonna be walking around with these things outside. But as far as in home, it's gonna replace your iPhone. It's gonna replace your MacBook. It's gonna replace your music player, like whatever that may be, because this thing obviously is going to have speakers on it. It has built-in personalized spatial audio. Pretty sure it's going to have buds to come with it too, and it's also going to integrate perfectly with your AirPods. This is going to replace all of your equipment. Or if you're more in my boat, where you're on the Android platform and you wanted to get into this, you don't need to buy any other item. You could download you could probably download what is it, Final Cut on here. You could probably download Logic on here if you do music like I do. Like if you were the type of person to, like me, like where you want to get into the Apple ecosystem but you don't want to dip your foot all in, this is something you can get. Now, what I'm interested to see is what they do as far as gaming. Like what are they gonna do to, or is it even their goal to introduce gaming on this thing? Because this is a no-brainer. Like, with all of these powerful, like, I was looking at MKBHD video, they showed all these powerful cameras that's on it and all of these HD OLED screens on it. You gotta have some type of gaming experience on this thing. That's what I think Apple is lacking. Like, that's the thing that'll put them, you know, even further ahead in the game. You know, if they embrace gaming. I know that's never been really their goal, and there are ways to game on Apple, but it's cumbersome. It's a lot of workarounds. But they have the power with that M1 chip, and the other what's the other one, the R2 chip, to more than compensate for that. So I don't know. Other than the price tag, this thing excites me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if next year comes and the funds is looking right, I might invest, because I have an Apple credit card, so I could just slap that on the credit card and pay down if I want to. You know, even though I just said I would only spend that much money on one purchase, you know, on a car or something like that, or a setup. But now that I'm thinking about it, this can have more utility than what I'm thinking about right now, because I don't know. I haven't seen it in action. I don't have it. I don't have it in my hands to mess around with. I can only go off what other people are saying. And even they have had limited experiences with it, because it just was announced 2 days ago. It's June 7th as of me recording this, and June 5th was the announcement. So I don't know, man. It's looking dope. Let's look at the website. Let's check out what it's talking about on the website. I'm just gonna put notify me. Hold on. I'm gonna put my email. I'll put notify me, you know, just for curiosity, because curiosity, even though curiosity killed the cat, but I'm not a cat. I'm a big dog. You feel me? The era of spatial computing. I mean, you could already do that. Like, Apple's so great at coming up with these little marketing things. Like, this era has already arrived. There's already devices you can do productivity on, which is they're promoting this as a productivity machine. You know, but you can do it on other machines, you know, with the virtual desktop, for example, on most headsets. Most headsets can get virtual desktop. And that's the other thing. No controller. This thing is going to have advanced hand tracking. I was watching MKBHD's video. You have to set it up, and you got to track your hands. You got to use your phone, your iPhone, to take pictures of your face and go like that. Like when you're doing 2K and you're doing the face scan. Like, and you're controlling this thing with your hands. I saw these two little modules in one of the other videos. I saw these two little modules, so maybe those are like magic pads where you can control it if you can't use your hands, if you're like disabled or something like that. You can't really use your hands. You need something that'll actually input on the device. But yeah, man, it's I don't know, this thing, the more I look into it, the more interested it's starting to look. I'm not gonna lie. The more interested it's starting to look. Like, look at these parts. They have all of these cameras on here. Hold on. Why is this thing not loaded? Okay, enclosure. The cameras and the sensors. They got a bunch of cameras. Look at the speakers, grills down here. They got built-in headphones on there, and that's a whole thing. That's a legit headphones / speaker, or whatever the case may be. You got the displays. You got a nice strap. It's built with some sturdy material. A nice light seal that'll block out on every, like, that'll block out light. That was one of my critiques about the Oculus, like the light bleed. It would come in through the nasal area. I could never close it down hard enough to make it fully dark, and that kind of breaks the immersion, unless like you're in the dark or something like that. Like you're playing in the dark, which I would not recommend. You should be in a well lit room when you're doing VR. And then we have the top button. You could take videos and photos in the moment which is dope. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I'm saying, the more I look at this, the doper is looking. The doper is looking. So, it's supposed to be available early next year. Again, it's $3,400. I signed up to notify me. Again, I'm the type of person where I have an Apple credit card. I do have an iPhone as well as an Android. So I'm already in the ecosystem a little bit, you know, and I might have to throw this on the credit card, not gonna lie, just pay it down over time. I don't know if I don't have the cash by then, by whenever it comes out next year, because it's probably gonna launch early next year. Look, it's sporting 4K, micro OLED display, 223 million pixels. This thing is out of control, bro. Got the M2 chip and the R1 chip. It has integration with your phone, obviously. Yeah, so we definitely gonna see, you know, what's the word with this when it comes out. So shout out to my sister right here. I don't know who this is, but they got a sister promoting the product on the front of Apple page. I like that. I like to see that. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this device. Are y'all I know the price tag is ridiculous. I know that's the first thing y'all gonna say. But what do you think? Are you interested in this? At least trying it? Like, if you could try, like, okay, here's the question. If you could try it out, would you, or you just not interested? VR is not your thing. Let me know. All right, so boom. This is post-production JusticeXFalls. One thing I forgot to mention that I really wanted to mention in this video is that I did a video 2 years ago on Apple originally announcing VR. They had a team of 1,000 people working on this device. So I just want to let y'all know this wasn't a trend jack. It was a trend jack, but I've been on top. I've been on top of shit. Like I've been doing this since 2020. You know, I've been doing this channel as it is now since 2020. So I dropped this video in 2021. So I just want to let y'all know I've been on the cutting edge. If y'all want to go on my channel and check that video out, just for nostalgia purposes, y'all go ahead and do that. So I just wanted to add that in there. So y'all already know the vibes. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.